Okay, so once the arm is reinstalled, I want you to check and make sure it's in the right position. So you gotta have the counterweight over the top, the backsplash, so that's in the correct position. The shorter segment of the tube is in the front, facing the front. Okay, so unlock the turret lock. It has an unlock here, so push it over so the green is showing, so that it's a swivel. Lift up the little backstop here, pivot that up, and then what you want to do is back this off and hold on to it so that this doesn't fall out of its bracket. Handle it like this gently, just rotate it around, and then gently pull this out and let it kind of drop out of that bracket, okay? So now what you're doing, what you're checking for is that the long segment, the horizontal segment of the arm, that the up arrow is in the up arrow. If it's installed backwards, this will be facing down. But you want this arm coming off the front of the laser towards the surgeon, this in the horizontal position, and this, the arrow up. The second arrow to check is on this down tube. This knuckle also needs to show up, because this could be, you know, like that. It could be in the wrong position, down. So you need to rotate this over, make that in the up position. So up, up, 2 arrows up. Kind of get it, balance it a little bit, loosen the brake on the counterweight, and just kind of like slide it with your other hand, kind of get it balanced, and lock the brake on the shaft. Okay, so it's extending forward, it's towards the surgeon, it's up, and then we have taken the scanner cable off of it because it gets all tangled. So the scanner weight will go along the arm. Okay, go along the arm here. I'm just trying to suspend, just kind of show you a little bit. So it needs to go a little bit past this knuckle, maybe about like that. So there's enough here to plug into the scanner and not. So just kind of leave it like that. And then use these C-clips, or these little plastic clips. There's 2 sizes. The small ones for the lower portion of the arm, they just kind of push over. Okay, and then put a couple at least on the horizontal portion, on the vertical portion. Horizontal portion, excuse me. Okay. Okay, so now your scanner cable's in place, you got enough length here, and everything's good. So when you balance it, that won't change the balance too much, but if you have the scanner on, it'll do it. So now we know everything's in the right position. Scanner cable, up arrow, facing the front of the laser, counterweight's on the back. If we're done with the cases, laser's off, they disconnect the scanner. And the proper way to store it is to rotate it to the side like this. Take the short segment of the arm and put it into its notch. Okay. And then just rotate it back here. Hang on to it. If you're caught up in the cable or whatever, don't force it. And then just park it right back in this little cradle right here. So it's upright, the weight's over the top of it. In this little cradle, flip the little cradle lock in, and then lock your turret lock. Put it to the lock position here. So now it's secure. So that's how you check it. One more time, let me show you how to remove it. Flip this up, unlock this, or unlock this, flip it up, and you just back it out and rotate it towards the front of the laser while you hold on to this so it doesn't flop out. And then gently release it, up, up. Okay, store it in here, gently move it over, hanging on to it, park it, flip this down, align this, and lock it in place. That's all there is for unlocking and locking the arm.